Hey friends, Chris Vandeviver here with Logic Pro Expert. Today I want to talk about some of my favorite ways to use sidechaining when it comes to Logic software instruments, and I can't think of a better instrument to demonstrate with than Alchemy. I absolutely love Alchemy, and even though I own instruments and synths from Native Instruments and Arturia and other companies, I find I always go back to Alchemy. I just love the workflow. Now I have a riff here that's just drums and bass, and let's just take a quick listen to this riff, and then we'll examine some of the options we have to sidechain within Alchemy. Okay, so obviously the most classic example of sidechaining is when it comes to the kick and the bass, right? Now, I'm not going to use a compressor. We all know this. Instead, I'm going to try a different option when it comes to Alchemy and sidechaining. So first, I need to open Alchemy, and then within the sidechain menu, I'm going to look for my drum track here. So we have drum. Instead of sidechaining a compressor, I'm going to actually sidechain the volume here, the master volume for the bass. And it's really simple. I've just opened the advanced tab here, right-click on the master volume, add modulation, and we're going to go to envelope follower. Once I do this, Alchemy will update to the envelope follower tab within the advanced menu. And we can see that we're on number 2 here. And I'm going to go right here to the source option, and under audio, we'll select sidechain. So now what's going to happen is as the drums and bass play together, Alchemy is going to be watching the signal from the drums and modulating the volume in relation to the drums. And we can adjust the depth to adjust the volume as it's being modulated. So I'm sure that you can already start to imagine the possibilities. We don't have to just use volume or compression. In fact, let's go into the effects here, and I'm going to navigate to the distortion, and I'm going to set up a new envelope follower for the bit crusher of the distortion module. So I'll dig in, create a new envelope follower. Once again, we'll set this to the sidechain, and let's start to mess with the bit crusher in relation to the bass. Already, we're starting to get some rhythmic action in relation to the bass. Now, maybe you wouldn't pick a bit crusher, but nonetheless, we have the option to set specific parameters within Alchemy to have a sidechain that's rhythmically interacting with another track. And then we can adjust just about anything from distortion to compression to probably even reverb. You can tell that the opportunity for modulation is available when we have this orange ring around a control. So once again, we'll just pick the classic reverb here, and I'll create another envelope follower. And we'll set the sidechain. You could also have all of these controls combined to a single envelope follower. You don't have to create a new one every time, but just for the point of this example. Again, I love Alchemy. I love these opportunities to be able to sidechain within Alchemy and just the thousands of presets contained within. I hope that was helpful for you. Once again, I'm Chris Vandeviver with Logic Pro Expert.